Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wargroove. So I've gotten us up to here. I figured it was not going to be a lot of fun for anybody to watch this, like, the slow slog across this huge level, 4 spaces at a time, occur again. So I got us to right here. To my great surprise, this trebuchet, which had the ability to shoot at some swordsmen that I had up here, instead just rolled forward right up adjacent to us. So I think we're going to be able to take it out pretty easily. Yeah, actually, this is great. So yeah, we're gonna be able to blast through the end of this pretty quickly, I think. And then this could well be the last level. If it is, we'll go do puzzles, and we will do one actual arcade mode run as well. But I gotta say, I do not like this level very much. I think that by preventing you from using most types of units and having the characters constantly barking nonsense at each other, the fact that Wargrooves, you are firing on average like a Wargroove a turn at least, which means that the little character face animations when you do a Wargroove are slowing things down all the time. Those aren't so bad. Like in normal missions where you're only doing a couple of them over the course of the battle, they're a cool way to add emphasis to make the Wargroove feel bigger and more meaningful. But in situations like this where you're just seeing them all the time, all they really do is slow things down. I think this is maybe the worst feeling mission in the game. It really emphasizes the worst parts of the game and doesn't do a great job of emphasizing the very good strategic gameplay. But I guess it's just one level, it's not a big deal. So let's get a spear crit here and a spear crit there. That's pretty fantastic, although we did roll very poorly on damage. You can see Ragna is pretty messed up, and we are not actually on healing health, so we got, or healing Wargroove, so we got to be a little bit careful with her. It would be embarrassing to lose her now, that's for sure. Let's see, what do I want to do with you? I have 600 gold left. We need to be a little bit careful about the giant. I can have Ragna like shield jump into a place that's pretty safe. If we move Nuru forward and summon a unit right, like move Nuru forward onto the mountain, summon a unit right here to make that archer's life tough, then we can have Ragna drop right here and kill this and damage the archer. I think that should still be pretty safe for her. They don't have a ton of ranged units once we deal with the archer. So what does the most damage to archers? Yeah, you're pretty good. You know, I'd rather have a stabber than a quagmite here.
A little help here?
Alright, so we'll summon you in. Do that thing I just said. Shield jump right there. So the only ranged units they have are that archer over there who doesn't have range, and this archer here who will be dead.
Break you!
Should be totally fine. Right, nobody else can, yeah, nobody else can get in there, so you gotta do it. We can put... Let me see. Currently, that guy doesn't actually have a shot. I'm wondering about having Emmerich just stand here and drop the Cherrystone. I think it will probably distract them a little bit.
Cherrystones, defend us!
And that means that the archer, the only thing the archer can do is shoot at the stone. Right, you can run forward and soften this guy up. Get you a Wargroove. If I move what's his face forward here, he does possibly get gianted, but he'll be standing on a space that has all of the defense, and that should be fine. Okay. Wow, that was a really good outcome, actually. They were very distracted from their goals. Okay, I think we're in pretty good shape on this. So, this is almost certainly a kill. Which means that this spearman can run through and finish that guy off. I don't think we want to have the spears attack the giants. Okay. Now, we can feed somebody a killing blow here. Yeah, we can feed Mercia a killing blow and then have her get inspired. Maybe it's better to just run through and kill the archer. But I mean, we can get the archer. Yeah, I think this is right. Leave Mercia get this killing blow. Have him run to, like... This is a little awkward, because the place where he really wants to stand is right there. We can do this, though. And this still has him in range of that archer. Okay. They can only hit him from the top. They don't have the ability to get to here. And neither one of them can get into the trees either, so that's not so bad. So then Mercia runs over here and heals everybody to full.
I'm here to help.
Ragna's not quite full, but close enough.
Healing aura.
And we have to figure out how we're going to get some damage on these giants. Pretty good opportunity for you. And is it crazy to just run in here and throw 50 damage? I probably we just need to put some on him, right? My big concern is that I'm going to put Nero in a place where she's going to get just mauled by enemies. But they have their commander. They have a ballista that will deal critical damage, but only does 15 base damage. Yeah, I'm gonna commit here. If we do this, both of the giants are now much less dangerous. Ragna can make this guy pretty weak, and then we can just get a kill like here. Alright, they don't have a lot of damage dealers left. Okay, they managed to get Valder down to 2. Not quite good enough, and now we should be fine from here. It should be very, very easy to finish this off. So let's go ahead and do this.
You won't stop. No.
Your words are meaningless. Nobody's ever going to listen to you, and we're all just going to fight.
Shut up.
That's sort of that's the plot of this game. Nobody listens to anybody. Let's all just fight. Alright, do we need to do anything? Yeah, we don't need to do anything particularly fancy here. We can run you through to there so that we get a Spearman crit that is absolutely unneeded, it turns out. And then all we have to do is make sure Valder's in a place where he's not vulnerable to attack. Yeah, we don't really have a lot of plays here, so let's just do this. I mean, they are totally out of gas, right?
Rise from your grave.
Alright, and then it's like a Spearman crit, and then just commanders kicking the crap out of her. Probably appropriate that Ragna's the one who deals the killing blow, because she seems the maddest. Yeah, we did it. So that could well have been the final battle. Okay, happy to see a 3-star. I mean, I'm a little surprised that it's doable faster than that, because I don't feel like I feel like I spent almost no turns not moving forward at maximum speed. I must have missed the S rank by just a turn or two, probably.
Yes.
Okay, so we did it. Everybody take turns talking about what a good job we did, one at a time.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just the dialogue.
Dad.
Dad knew it would come to everybody being united
No.
and friends and everything. Why is this a sad thing?
My queen.
Hey, my dad knew we could come together and save the world, and it actually happened. This is so good for everyone on the entire planet, isn't it? It's a...
My queen.
I understand we're upset because it's magic and everything, but it is a cello. We could just put it back in the volcano. I gotta say, pretty much all of the story stuff just did not land for me. The plot was very contrived. The plot was pretty simple, but like the motivations of the characters in it were kind of contrived. Like we have to come up with a reason for everybody to be constantly fighting. It felt a little bit like that scene from the first Avengers movie where it's just like, well, wouldn't it be neat though if Thor and Captain America went at it a little bit? Sure, there's no reason for them to do it. Having this scene in the movie doesn't add anything to the film, but wouldn't it be neat? And the thing is, it was neat. I like that scene. I didn't enjoy the plot contrivances here as much. I don't feel like they gave us as much value. The end with a question mark should be illegal. Okay, let's play some more Wargroove. You're welcome. Thank you for being very unresponsive to my clicking. Okay, so we've unlocked everybody in stuff. And there's a level that is locked here by stars. Okay. Hey, look at that. They are for something. I'm pretty curious about that. We need 12 more, and hey, I know just the place where we can go and get some. So, where are we in puzzle mode? Truly mind-bending logic puzzles. Did we look at this yet? Okay. What am I doing? I just have to kill Mercia. Where the hell is Mercia? There we go. Okay, she's in these trees. Very sneaky. So, how much damage do I do when I shield jump?
I'm unstoppable!
21. Alright. Let's obviously restart. I just wanted to make sure that I knew what that number was. Because there's no way to mouse over that attack and see the damage range. And then we're also going to, I think damage ranges are back on. Yeah, let's turn these back off. Okay. So, how do we defeat Mercia? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm noticing that this space is 6 away from that knight. So probably that's pretty good. We do not have the money to use a hex. So presumably this witch is not used, because I can't imagine we need to fight that dragon or that harpy. You can get into a place to shoot Mercia, you can get into a place to shoot Mercia, but you can't both shoot her unless we clear this guy out of the way. Or this guy. The giant kills this guy from right here. No, I think the giant kills this guy, because then we can have an archer shoot from here and from here. But maybe one of those archers is supposed to be helping us clear something else out instead, because we do want to open up a path. Can Ragna shield jump to a place where she can... Yeah, she can hurt Mercia and she can do quite a bit of damage to a lot of other people. Like, this seems right, doesn't it?
You're finished!
Because that hits Mercia and also all of the units that are near Mercia. That are sort of in our way. You probably just have to get out of the way. But here, you can go kill this guy. So now somebody can come in here and finish off that shield potentially, or that spear potentially. Or maybe not. Maybe I haven't left myself. Like, one of these archers finishing the job probably makes sense. Because we'll miss 7% damage on Mercia, but it'll make it so much easier to get the horse through. Yeah, we just don't have the damage now. But, even if we do that, we still have to figure out some other stuff. Like, how are we going to hit Mercia from the left? Because we are going to have to. That alchemist is probably going to have to do that, right? So how could we... How could we kill this guy without using the alchemist? Also, like, this is almost the only possible use for this wagon. But we don't have any other spears anywhere nearby. This wagon might be a red herring. Because ordinarily, when we see a situation like this, what we want to do is drop that spear off somewhere where he provides a crit to a different spearman. But we don't have the ability to do that anywhere, so... Alright, let's reset it. I think we have some idea now. So this alchemist, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, gets a crit on Mercia. This guy can get a crit on Mercia as well. So we need to remove you and you for that to happen. Sorry, it's this guy and this guy and this guy for that to happen. How are we going to do that? Ragna could get the same value off of her jump and land in a place that's not in the way so much. This doesn't allow her to deal any damage to the guys. When she jumps like this, it dealt damage to that guy, but I guess it doesn't matter. We don't need him damaged. Yeah, I think this is right.
You're finished!
So we still get damage on all these dudes, but now she's not blocking anybody. That's non-lethal. We could place a battle pup here, allowing that battle pup to crit. Like, we can get pretty close here. But the problem is, I just don't have another unit that can deal damage. Okay, can you kill... Here, we can kill you. And then the archer can make it down here and get that guy. There we go. There it is. And then the two battle pups together can clear this dude out. The giant remove you, because you're in the way. That's a kill. This one legitimately can't do anything other than shoot anything meaningful other than shoot Mercia. But see, we still don't have this guy dealt with. So we can get this crit through for another 35%. I can get rid of you, but I still can't get rid of... Oh, I don't have to get... What am I... I don't care about this guy. And so we have a 30% crit and a 35% or 39% crit, and that's not good enough. And this archer attacking Mercia would have done the job. Alright, let's wind it back. We're almost there. I feel fairly confident we can do this. This battle pup has 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he could be the one who removes this guy. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is right. Pretty sure this is right.
You're finished!
This is like a really good shield jump. Alright, get rid of him. Get rid of him. This battle pup can clear that guy. This battle pup cannot clear this guy. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this guy... We can kill that dude with him, but that doesn't really help us. Yeah, I don't see a way of doing this without expending one of the archers to kill him. If we had enough gold to fire a hex, that would totally cover it. Okay, wait a minute. 5 move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aha! There it is. We have to get rid of you so that this harpy can swoop down and provide a little bit of damage That clears out the spear. Oh, except that puts the harpy in the place that the alchemist needs to stand. That is not a viable solution. So if we can't use the harpy to clear... Maybe I have to use this harpy to clear this guy. Except this battle pup can't fight that spearman. Maybe there's a way... No, there isn't. I was gonna say, maybe there's a way to use this battle pup to set up a meaningful crit for this guy? Sure doesn't seem like it though, huh? And we don't need to kill this one. We don't care about this guy at all. Okay. That's the only meaningful contribution that that dragon can make. This guy's too far away to contribute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, you can't do any damage to anybody who matters in either direction. This wagon does not seem to have a role. And there's gonna, on a map of this size, there's gonna be some stuff that is here just to be a distraction, right? Oh, I'm like completely disregarding the fact that we can attack Mercia from the north with the harpy. Okay, never mind. That's where it was. I was very focused on how to make the thing I was already doing work, so I wasn't looking at any other things. That's a very common problem. Okay, so this is still good then. We have to get rid of this spearman. Yeah, and then we're in really good shape here. So you get rid of that guy. Just remembering to hit her from the north was the piece that I was missing. Okay, 11 stars to go. The Siege. Take Greenfinger to victory in a single turn. I haven't thought about Greenfinger in a while. I don't remember what your Wargroove is. Okay, so we're not going to be using it. It doesn't deal damage, so we're not doing it. Well, I mean, this seems pretty good. I'm assuming we're going to find that we need to use this to clear a wall. It's probably nobody else can really do very much damage to the walls, right? We do have the ability to use the wagon to move a spearman. You drop a spearman off, like, right there. That doesn't help. You drop a spearman off right somewhere over here. Also not helpful. So the knight is not going to be able to crit anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. This knight is unlikely to have any roll at all. This flyer probably doesn't do anything. So what is my plan here? Are we going to put together enough damage? I guess, hold on, let's move this guy out of the way. How much damage does Commander do to the gate? Exactly enough to break it open. But this, if we're going to break a gate open, is this the right one? Probably not, right? So if the wagon could move far enough to drop off a spearman like here, so that this spearman could crit the door, that could maybe be useful. Like, where do we end up if we just go and attack him now? 25 versus 20. We're not really missing that much damage, right? He ends up at 20% in the simplest version of this. Yeah, there's no way to use this wagon that matters, I don't think. So we're going to have to hit him from like the bottom and the right. Yeah, we probably need to destroy the southern gate, it looks like to me. It's hard to get a lot of damage onto him coming in from the west, even though we have better units to the west. The knights can't quite destroy the gate on their own. If we want to use the trebuchet to blow out a gate, we have to make up 45% damage that we're missing. Which feels to me like wrong. Feels to me like that's wrong. Probably what we actually have to do here is destroy both of the gates, huh? So we can get him from as many sides as possible. I just don't know how. Seems like their units are almost completely irrelevant here. 30%. Like, if we wanted to get any of the units on the north side of the map to be relevant at all, we'd have to kill this guy, which we could do with our knight. But then if we spend the knight to kill this guy, we don't really need to kill him anymore, right? Because there's not a lot of value left to get over here. The tight confines of this one are really, really complicating things. We could use the wagon to, like, move Greenfinger over to here. Nope, I can't drop him adjacent to the gate. Okay, the wagon would have much better movement if we cleared out some of these enemies. Maybe this is the thing I'm missing. If we get rid of this guy, we have to also get rid of the flyer somehow. Well, which we can do. Now the wagon could, like, take this spearman over to here, which does allow us to crack the gate open. But we spend so many units doing it that we almost don't need the gate open anymore. I mean, I guess it lets me get another 15% damage in, and we were actually quite close to killing him already. I can't move the archer to a place where he can shoot the gate. It would be really nice if we could get the gate open without having to spend Greenfinger on it. But we can't, can we? I actually don't know how much damage a swordsman deals critically to a gate. It's probably not as good as a knight just hitting it, yeah. Well, we're close. Let's take it back to the top here. Really ought to just be a retry button on that menu. It's also possible, of course. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. I was going to say it's possible we're supposed to kill the stronghold instead, but that's not a stronghold, it's a barracks. I mean, I said it seemed like we used so many units that it wasn't really necessary to have the gate open anymore, but I guess we're not, by doing all this stuff to open the gate, we're not actually losing any units that could have been relevant in the middle anyway, right? This guy could be. Is there a way to do this without having to use the alchemist? Probably not, right? No, because the problem is the wagon having to go around this guy onto the sand. What if we got rid of the knight instead? Well, if I'm not carting the spearmen over here, then what is even the point of the wagon? Yeah, we're not going to be able to get through the northern gate. It's too much damage that we have to spend just clearing this guy out from in front of it. This does feel pretty correct, but it obviously is just like, it's not quite cutting it. If we don't use green finger... Okay. Let's do this. If we don't use green finger to attack the knight, this feels pretty bad. If we... to attack their commander. If we move our knight out of the way... and we use green finger to break this, the only play we have for hitting their commander from the top is the Battle Pup. The Battle Pup does not deal that much damage to characters. If we could figure out a way to make it green finger who hits from the top, we actually have the win already, right? How much movement? Dogs only have 5 move, so we couldn't get the dog in the wagon even if we cleared the way. We could put green finger in the wagon and move him down here, but no, we know that this is only 34 damage. We'd have to use the archer to finish it off, and yeah, that's not right. If we use this to break open the gate, that lets green finger deal the 45% damage instead. But does that help us? Just like trading one damage source for another and actually losing damage because now the Battle Pup's no longer hitting him. Because the knight, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that does maybe make it possible for us to get units in from the top. But nobody over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So, what if we break this wall with like the trebuchet? And this feels a little silly and roundabout, but I'm kind of curious if we can make this work. We don't have the ability to hit this guy with the Battle Pup without moving the knight first. So no, we just can't put the damage together. We can get this dude down to 10%. Yeah, which means that the knight won't be able to come through and charge. Yeah, okay, well... It is a little bit of a shame that there's no way to get crit out of the swordsman. Yeah, that feels pretty bad. How are we going to get more damage on him? We might want to just come back to this one. We'll keep working through the puzzles, and then we'll do arcade mode, and then we'll see how many more stars we still need. Alright, take Emmerich to victory. How much damage does a critical archer attack do? 14%. It's not super compelling. Another 30 available here. There's a full health gate in our way on this side. $46 plus... Okay, we could knock this gate down. Not sure how much it helps us to do so. If we knock the gate down, we then also have to kill the spearman. Which I assume I'm going to have to do with this giant. I guess that does let me get an attack through from the north, which looks like we are not able to do in any other way. So we can do that and that. Okay, that's a start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, we're not going to be able to get a knight crit over here, so this knight is not for that. We can clear you out of the way. But we actually can't make an attack on the boss from the left here no matter what, right? Nobody actually has the movement to get in there. This guy does, but we'd have to get rid of this unit in some other way. I suppose if we can put together a kill on this knight, which we totally can, then this guy is able to clear the flyer. And then if we can get rid of that archer somehow, this clears the way so that the swordsman can actually use the road. I'm not sure what the value of this attack is, though. I mean, it's not nothing. It lets us hit from another angle. Oh! Okay, maybe there's a way to get... Maybe there's a way to get Emmerich to drop a Cherrystone in a position such that it lets us get some alchemist crits? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then dropping it here. Okay, the area extends in 3 spaces in every direction. So yes, it would be able to cover both of these spots. Okay, I think that's the thing we have to do. It looks to me like that's what they want out of this solution. So, how do we get Emmerich to that spot? This looks pretty important. So we have to clear this guy out, right? Do I need to use my knight to kill this knight? Or can we do something else with this guy, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, he could be used to kill that archer. But if this alchemist move is already spoken for... Ah, here we go. Never mind. I was going to say we could use this wagon to move a spearman over to here so that this guy would have a thing to crit off of. But we can't do that without getting rid of that battle pup. And we can't get rid of that battle pup because we just have way too many things for all of our units to do right now. Because I can't use this knight the way things look right now. We have to commit this knight to killing that archer. It does look like we no longer need to worry about this. So this guy can't contribute anything other than this. You don't do anywhere near enough damage. Yeah. And I bet we need the archer for shooting the commander anyway. But I think this part's right. Because that gets us the 1 crit. Yeah, we just don't have enough units to make this work. Like, somebody has to kill this guy. I wonder if maybe that's right. So now Emmerich can do this thing.
Cherrystones, defend us!
So 38%. Another 38%. And then we have to find another 22% somewhere. This gets us another 10 there, so we need a 12, which we get from just this random swordsman. So if we can actually get this alchemist crit set up, we've got it. We are on a solution. It's just a matter of doing that. So this spearman cannot move anywhere that matters. So this wagon can never do the thing I need for it to do. Yeah, because the spear's going to get him for 75%, and then any other unit we have hitting him from the left side does just barely not enough. It does have to be this knight, it looks like. Okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So the only path to... We don't necessarily have to kill the archer. It could be the swordsman, but I don't think that matters. We do have another wagon over here. We also have an airship. What could we do with these? We could throw a spearman in this wagon and drop him somewhere. But it can't matter, right? There's nowhere to drop him that's relevant. Where we need to drop a spearman is right there. That's the only spot on the map that matters. We need this to be a crit. And we are so close here. Okay, if we're not able to do it this way, if this way is a red herring, how else could we get this guy in a position? It sure does seem like we need an alchemist to clear out this witch. Yeah, it really does. So you, hold on. See, I can kill this guy, but doing so leaves the spearman in a place where he can't get in the balloon anyway. Yeah, and this balloon doesn't have the ability to reach anywhere that matters. If this witch wasn't here, we could potentially run a spearman in this thing all the way down to here and drop off the spearman there, which would get the job done. But unfortunately, the whole reason we need to remove the knight is because that's how we're getting rid of the witch in the first place. We also do have the ability to drop a battle pup off somewhere in case that matters. We could maybe set up a battle pup crit that would work. Actually, that totally could matter, right? Like, what if we drop him off here? And then we figure out a way to deal with you then. That doesn't really make things easier. But a battle pup crit on an archer is lethal. So then it could end up looking something like... Oh, well, the knight and the spearman can't both hit this guy anymore anyway, with Emmerich standing there. But right, if we could set up a battle pup crit on this, which means removing this alchemist from play, then that could be the way that we clear this up. All right, let's try to work that out. We have some idea now. We have some idea of how we might put this together. So we could, like, do that. These are getting a little intricate. Battle pup ends up here. That's lethal. And then that means this guy can stand here as soon as we've killed this. We're not quite resolved yet, though. Where else would do the job? 2, 3. So if Emmerich could place the crystal here, it would also work. Or here. But of course he can't. Wait. This archer, that's the space Emmerich can stand in. If he put it there, it would still cover both of those spaces. It's like, we think we're doing this, right? Don't think I need you for anything other than attacking? No, sorry, I need the archer not to be standing where he's standing. Because that archer's damage is not part of our 100%, right? Oh, but... No, that's right. We needed him to do some damage here, but it didn't have to be critical. So if we do this version of this
Cherrystones, defend us!
then that means we no longer have to... Oh, well, I guess it means we no longer actually have to kill this guy. Yeah, that became unnecessary. Clear this guy out in this way, which lets this alchemist take out this flying unit. Do I have it? Am I missing something here? So we crush you, which lets you come in here and get this good crit. Up goes for a little car ride, which I'm sure he loves. Get you out of the way. That lets this alchemist run over here for a crit. Puts you on 9%, and then we finish you off with the archer. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, those are getting intricate. That's a that's a complicated solution. It's fun though. I like these. Get the Florin villager to the other side of the water in a single turn. These are usually a little bit more straightforward. So this villager needs to go to that space. Huh. Isn't this impossible? Oh, if this guy wasn't in the way, the villager could get in the boat here. I was going to say, if we have to move the boat to pick him up, that's not going to work. All right, so we have to. The first thing is we have to kill the giant. Okay. Well, we have a bunch of units around here. Like, you pretty obviously have to do that. And then he has 35% health left. So we have 3 of these guys around. We have 200 gold this time, which is conspicuously still not enough to cast a hex. So where do we get the rest of the damage for the giant? Oh, you know what? I'm not counting in the fact that these guys will be critting from the water. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that lets you load into the ship. And now we have to figure out a way of getting you through to here. The ship has 10 movement and it's water drop movement. So it's 1 space in the dark water and 1 point in the dark water and 2 points in the light water. So a path that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 works. We will not be able to go through the reef. We won't be able to move out of the way much at all, right? It either has to be up... It's like these 2 columns are the 2 that are relevant. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, like we have the ability to go around this unit if we have to. We can't go around that guy because of the reef. So I guess that's would be a good place to start. We know this has to be destroyed. We don't care about that dragon. I'm trying to figure out if this alchemist has any role here at all. I don't think he does, right? In fact, none of these land units even can. How are we going to do enough damage here? So, like, we must remove this ship and this ship. But that's it. That would do it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had to remove the 2 cannon ships. We could remove these 2 instead. That's actually, like, a lot easier. Possibly. I guess we don't have any turtles, so yeah, that's a little bit easier. But how do we do it? That's almost certainly right. Right? That feels like a thing we don't have a lot of options on. You could get here and finish him off. We can do 20, 20, and 60. Wait. Oh, he has to go into this space. I don't think that has any bearing on this move, though. Nope. Cancel. Okay, yeah. So all we have to do is kill this dragon now, which means that this alchemist, like, we totally do have a roll for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't get a crit with the knight, but we can get a hit with the knight, which is probably good enough. Like a spear across to here, plus this guy attacking here. And then the knight plus the archer's gotta be enough for this, right? Ah, but this isn't actually going to kill the dragon. I'm like, yeah, we'll just get the alchemist in there and he'll do it. But the alchemist does not quite kill a dragon by himself. That's a problem. Oh no, it's not that big of a problem. We just have to get this guy into dragon shooting range, right? Or I guess my anti-flying unit is also present. Okay, that looked a lot more complicated than it ended up being. Alright, so we must either kill Sedge or... Nope, never mind. We must kill Sedge. There's nothing else to kill. So... I'm not super clear on how Ryota's ability works in a room like this. Like, am I only allowed to bounce 3 times? Or is it that you're allowed to bounce as many times as you want as long as you can find targets for it? One's a little complicated for there to be 8 minutes left in the episode. Hold on, let's take a quick look at the others. I bet they're all going to be pretty complex at this this far in. Well, here's another villager delivery. We have to get all the way over there. So, one way they've complicated this is by making it so there's 2 wagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's not... You're not going to get anywhere near it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Am I confused, or is there no way to do this? Oh! We have the ability to move one of the units. Also, she's very effective at killing villagers. Look at how adorable the undead villager is. Okay, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the wagon has to be here. But how will we get the villager into it then? We can't use the wagons to... We can't use both the wagons to communicate the villager, because entering the wagon is a thing the villager does. So when he enters the first wagon, his turn will be over. So while we could potentially teleport one of the wagons somewhere with our Wargroove, we still can't get the villager into it. Ability can only move 1 unit. Oh, we put the villager in the wagon, then move it, then do the thing. Okay. So, how do we get the villager in there? We have to clear a route. And it could be either of the wagons. Can it be, though? No. No, it has to be this wagon. Boy, are we going to be able to move this far enough? So if we can get her, she does not have range on it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces. Yeah, seems like 6 is the maximum range of this ability. So we could get her to... She can't stand here. Or here. It doesn't seem like we have the range. There's something else I'm missing here. Yeah, even if there were no... My current reading of the situation is that even if there were no enemies on this map, we still couldn't do this, so I'm missing something. There's something about what's happening here that I don't understand. Okay, well... That's something we can mess with tomorrow. Let's have a look at the others. So there's the Dead of Winter. I think we looked at the last one very briefly before. Okay, this is pretty standard. Just like go over here and kill the guy. And then the last map is like... Oops, that's not what I wanted. The last map is a really big sedge level, isn't it? Yeah, okay, well, we'll come back and do these, but I think actually we're going to start tomorrow with a new arcade mode run. Because there are stars to be gained there, right? We're at 91. I'm going to assume that this is... I don't know, it could be cumulative. It could be that normal is 2 stars, or it could be that it's 3 stars and hard gets you 5. I don't really want to run arcade mode with a bunch of different people. So how many stars are we missing from... Oh, we're missing more than enough from puzzle. Okay. We'll do one arcade mode run, we'll get the rest of our stars from puzzle mode, and then we'll see what that 100-star level is, and maybe that's where we'll end the series. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time we step into the arcade, and we'll see you then.